Welcome back, family. Welcome back to Cowboys for Life podcast. I'm your host, Deshaun Sherrod. I just want to thank you once again for watching my channel and tuning back in with your boy. I ask you to hit that like and subscribe button, please, 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 so we get these videos off the ground and get my voice out there to many other people across all platforms. Without further ado, I'm going to go straight to the topic. I want to just touch on Klayton Adams. Listened to his interview today. I wanted to see what the big hype was about, far as everyone, honing in on the hiring of this individual. Um, I'm just going to show a little quick clip, and you guys tell me what you think about it. All right.
On your offensive lineman.
The same thing that I want from every player on offense, and that is to create violence in the game, be aggressive, run, hit. I think that every decision that we make schematically needs to lean that direction. So if there's gray area, what is going to allow these guys to play more free and run and hit and be violent?
Bobby Belt from 105 The Fan. In regards to the offensive line, what's your thought on cross-training guys across position versus just having them focus on one spot?
I think that in the NFL you have to do that. I also think that if you are a starter at a spot and you're a premium player at a spot, you're probably not going to play a whole bunch of different other positions. That, obviously there's a exception to every rule. But my general thought on it is, if you're not one of those starting five, you better be able to play as many spots as possible. And that's probably the plight of being a sixth or seventh guy in this league, is that you're not going to get super comfortable at one spot, but that's what's best for the team.
So, as you see, your boy said he wants physicality, he wants tenacity, he wants violence. That's the only thing I took from him was the word violence. You know, um, that's what this offensive line need. Besides Brock Hoffman, who on your offensive line gives you that shows that toughness? Tyler Smith, I will give it to him. He does. He definitely does play with violence. Tyler Smith, I give it to him because I seen him pushing Jalen Carter around a few times before. He don't take no crap. But everybody else, nobody else plays with toughness or tenacity like that anger mentality, like a Brock Hoffman, like that extra push after the whistle blows or whatnot. Those are the type of plays I like to see. Those are the type of plays I like to have on my squad, and show that they, shows that toughness and gives a boost to the rest of the team around him. I remember vividly that one year, I believe he was playing Washington. Remember that linebacker? It wasn't Dak. Dak was hurt. I think that was a 21 season when Dak went out and I think it was Cooper Rush in there. Remember that late hit on the sideline with the linebackers and not one offensive lineman came to his defense? Nah. I love Tyron Smith to death. One thing I hated about him, he had no meanness streak to him whatsoever. I didn't like that. I did not like that. I wanted them nasty, like, drooling out the mouth type players. I want those type of guys on my squad. Like, it shows you that you're not gonna come in and push us around. Yes, Tyron was a technician at his job. He did great. But at the same time, you gotta have that extra little oomph if you want those, 92, 93, 95 offensive linemen, like them Eric Williams, Flows Out Adams and Larry Allens, Nate Newtons, of the bunch. You was not coming in there and playing with them boys. Go watch all the interviews that ever played against these guys. They were scared of these guys, literally scared of these individuals, and that's what I want our line to be. Uh, Zach Martin, great guy. Never seen Zach have that mean streak to him. He was great. Don't get me wrong, but I just want that nasty dog type player on my offensive line. If I get at least, I'm gonna say three of them. Give me three, at least three. I'll be great, but I'll at least one of my left tackles to be a dog. And I don't see that within our line. And so Klayton Adams coming over, hopefully he give that spark to our room and bring that, that violence and that tenacity that he spoke of, and give this team what it needs. We're gonna be pushing people around this year. Open up these holes. Not only that, you also have to be a discipline. You can't be nasty without discipline. That was the main thing. That's another thing that I harp on is the Cowboys always leading the league in penalties. I hate it with a passion. They gotta stop leading the league in penalties. If not, they always top five every year. By far, every year they always top five, and that bothers me because when we most need to score the most, it always come with a penalty. It's to the point that every time they get down to within the 20-yard line, I expect a penalty. And 9 times out of 10, I'm right. Somebody on the line jumps automatically, or one of the wide receivers hold, or they jump too early. This team needs lots of discipline, starting with that offensive line, because they created Tyler Guyton alone way too many false starts and holdings. So we bring this guy in. What we know about him come from Arizona for the last 2 years, and running back over there was what was his name? James Conner. He used to be with Pittsburgh. 2 back-to-back 1,000-yard, rushing seasons. And with that being said, nobody even knows the offensive line of the Arizona Cardinals. Nobody. You can't name no players over there besides Kyler Murray and now Marvin Harrison's son as a wideout. But you don't know nobody else besides James Conner and Buda Baker. That's it. You cannot name nobody on the offensive line. To tell you that. How about that? So I would definitely be excited to bring this guy Klayton over here, see what he can bring to the bunch. And as you see, he's starting off on the right foot with me as far as talking about, if you watch the full press conference of his interview, he said he's not coming in to take over. He's coming in to add to it. He's going to work with Shotty, and they're going to put things into place together. They're going to put things in together. He's going to bring his offensive mind genius as far as the line, then the new offensive line coach that they hired, the college coach. He's going to bring his ideas from the college game, which is great, which is totally great. And I love every bit of it. Let me just read you something real quickly that I found out. Do you know this coach hiring is very similar to the 92, 93, and 94 and the 95 era? Matter of fact, just the hiring of Jimmy Johnson, period. Let me show you the relevance. So on average, the age, of age, when Jimmy Johnson had his people, the average age when all his people because remember, Jimmy hired a bunch of college coaches as well when he drafted, after he drafted Emmitt Smith. On average, it was age 43. Age 43. Do you know where ours was at last year? The average coaches on our squad, coaches across all positions, because it was 25 coaches, was 46. Now today, can you guess what the average age is? 41. That remind you a little something? Okay. How about this? Coordinators. So between your offensive coordinator, your defensive coordinator, and your head coach. When Jimmy was there, the average was 57. I'm sorry. It was 46. 46. Last year, with McCarthy's era, it was the age 57. 57 was the average age with the coordinators. Now it is 48. So that reminds you a whole lot of the Jimmy staff when he brought in a few college people and not just hiring his buddies, even though there was a lot of buddies that did hire, because a lot of the coaches he coached with was from the, University of Miami. So he did bring a lot of the coaches over from that. But what I'm saying is I like what Shotty's doing as far as bringing in outside help, because it goes to show that he's willing to learn much more. He could sit and say, "Yo, I've been sitting in the back seat for the last 20 years, and I gather all this information. I'm about to go apply it." No, he want to implement new things. What else you seeing in the college? What else you see coming up? Please help me reestablish my list of tools that I have. Let me upgrade this. And I like that. You know, he want to reboot his entire knowledge that he knows. Not everything, but he want to reboot some things, and you know, because he know people going, oh, he just coming from he gonna do the same scheme he did with Russell Wilson in Seattle. Nah, you can't even think that no more, because he brought in fresh ideas, fresh new brains to the table, and I'm interested to see if they're gonna cook up. So I'm excited. So that being said, I'll bring you some more. But until the next time, have a great one. Thanks for tuning in.
We ride together. We die together.